Hey y'all, it's Elizabeth and welcome back to my channel. And I wanted to do a video just talking about me, kind of get to know me. I kind of just started abruptly with YouTube and just kind of went for what I just had ideas for, but I wanted to make a video kind of getting to know me. I don't know what I'm all about. But I can start, I guess, with my age. I am 23, I'll be 24 in April. And I went to the University of North Florida for 2 years almost, I guess you could say. 4 semesters, so 2 years. Sorry, because I went in the summer when I graduated high school, and then I finished in 2010. And that's actually when I met my husband through a friend of mine, a sorority sister, and she was dating his roommate at the time. So she said, hey, you guys should hook up or whatever. Meet, like hook up sounds wrong, but meet. And so we did, and he was moving to Japan then. He already had his orders, and it was kind of scary, but we kind of fell hard and fast for each other. And he went to school in Virginia, so he had a little bit of time before he actually went. He officially went in February. So he left, and I was kind of living with my parents, and I got a job at Disney World because we lived in Orlando. And I loved working there. I miss it all the time. I was like a ride operator, and for Snow White and Dumbo. And Snow White is no longer there right now. It was kind of cool that I worked at a place or a ride that was not even there, and it was kind of like a classic. But now they have that really cool mine train that I really want to go on. Anyways, so I worked there, and my husband Ben really wanted me to come to Japan with him, but we weren't married, and we were kind of planning on getting, this is in 2011, we're planning on getting married in December, because he was like, he can get home, kind of gives us time to still get to know each other. I mean, from 2 different countries is kind of hard, but we were trying to make it work. And then the big earthquake and tsunami happened in March, and they were stationed in Yokosuka, and they were on the ship that he was on was the USS Lassen, and they were on like it's not a dry dock, I'm totally blanking on the thing, but you're attached to a dock, but you're still in the water, and you're like getting repairs on your ship, so it's not full out of water repairs, it's more just like quickie repairs that need to get done, but you're not like, you don't have to get out of the water, the ship doesn't have to get out of the water. So they were doing that, and the earthquake happened, and people needed to evacuate. So they moved and went to Sasebo, the whole ship. And they were there for 4 months, I think. So a bunch of people, evacuated Japan, and they went to Sasebo. So they were offering people leave, and even though he just got there, he was like, they were still offering it, so he was like, called me, and he was like, hey, I want to come home and like we can get married. And I was like, what? No way. It was kind of scary, to be honest with you. So I was like, you know what the heck, we're gonna do it, might as well do it now. So he comes home in April, married the next day, and then I had to start work at Disney the following Monday, which kind of stunk, and he was only there for like a week. So I got Tuesday and Thursday off with him, and then he was off to Japan, and I was working at Disney, and he was in Japan, working, being in the Navy, Then they finally got back to Yokosuka, and then he called me, and he's like, hey, I really want you to come, and what you have to do is a overseas screening, and you have to get like command sponsored in order to live over there. So he didn't really have that done, which I don't really recommend. I'll probably do a whole video on how to get command sponsored or whatever, but I think he was just like ready for me to come over there. And so I quit Disney, moved over there, got my overseas screening done, whatever, and I moved over there, and we didn't really have a place to live because I was a command sponsored, so I mean I don't think he could even get a house. Yeah, he could have gotten a house because he was E4 over 4. That was the rule back then. I think that there's a different rule now. I don't know why he didn't get a house. Whatever, I have no idea. And so we were like living with people, and they were gone all the time because they were doing a huge inspection, and I didn't know anybody. There was like no internet, I was in like a foreign country, and I didn't really know what to do. So it was like pretty hard on me, and I really wanted to go home. I really didn't like it, but I kind of stuck it out, gave it time. We got a house, And, you know, and I went through the FRG, which is the family readiness group. They were having a Halloween party. And I had no idea where I'd be without them. I'm gonna get emotional, sorry. Most of my friends were in the FRG, and I miss them, like, every day. Kind of like how I ended up in Japan, I guess, with Ben. And then, you know, we kind of got settled, and we lived off base, and we moved on base, and just kind of getting out there, and I became a substitute teacher at the elementary school. So that was really fun. Kind of what we did in Japan. And then we got pregnant when they were in dry dock, which is where the ship gets out of the dock. A bunch of wives actually got pregnant while they were in dry dock, so it's kind of funny. Usually when a ship is either before a deployment or after a deployment or in a dry dock, a lot of the wives get pregnant. It's kind of funny. So we got pregnant in November, well, we found out in December, and then we had Emmett in August. And being pregnant over there it's not too bad. I was getting scared towards the end because my husband was gone, and I wasn't sure, like, my mom was coming, but she'd like graduate yoga teaching school, so she couldn't come until after a certain point, and it was before my due date. But my mom, like, I just think everybody thought I was gonna have the baby before. But it wasn't really bad. There was a lot of, like, you know, support over there. The doctors and everything are great over there. I'll link my video below of giving birth in Japan and everything. It's not super scary, especially if you're on base. So my pregnancy was, like, pretty easy for the most part. I had a really bad headache one time. I would think I was like 16 weeks, almost 18 weeks pregnant, sorry. I remember now, dang it. But I was having severe headaches for like 2 days. Tylenol wasn't helping, nothing was helping, and so I went and got, like, this medication, and it made me, like, feel super better. But that was pretty much it, and I had high blood pressure when I was pregnant, but I just think I'm really anxious in general. So I think just the fact that I don't know if my husband was going to be there. I don't know if my mom was going to be there, and it was my first time giving birth, and I was just kind of scared. So I think towards the end I was kind of getting high blood pressure at one point, but nothing. I didn't have preeclampsia. I was tested for it twice. So it was kind of pretty easy. The labor was really intense because I had Pitocin, I think. So yeah, and then we just kind of lived over there. We had 6 months left after we gave birth. We were leaving in February 2014, and so we lived over. We just had the baby over there, and kind of waited our turn to leave, and then we left and ended up in Northport. So that's, I guess, my journey from, I guess, where I am now and everything. But I really enjoy being a mom. I really like girly pink things. I like sweet tea. I like drink hot tea in the morning with milk, and that's like a British thing. My dad kind of introduced me to it. I really don't like coffee. I just can't get into coffee. I've never liked coffee. The only thing I like coffee in is tiramisu. That's, like, I think the only thing I can actually handle. Like, I've tried hot drinks with coffee and at Starbucks. I've tried cold drinks. I've tried coffee ice cream. I just can't get into it. Shopping, and I really like being a mom. It's really rewarding to me. I enjoy it a lot. I'm really happy that I can do it right now. I really want to become a dental hygienist, though, in the future, I think, or an orthodontist assistant. I haven't really sure. I kind of wish I figured it out in the beginning, but it's fine now. I have faith that I can do it. I really like working with people, and I like teeth. I know it's kind of weird, but it's just something that I really like to do. So hopefully I can go to school with that. I also really want to be in the future a surrogate. My friend was a surrogate, and my mom really wanted to be a surrogate, but my dad told her that she would get too attached to the baby. So we'll see. I probably will vlog about that journey once it comes down the road. I was going to do it in between babies, but I just want to have my own family, like at least 2 babies, before I start my journey. And my friend told me that after I have my second one at 6 months, I need to start the paperwork, because it can take like up to almost a year to get settled and all that jazz. So if I were still in Florida or if we're in California, so it's just something, it kind of called to my mom, and it's kind of been calling to me for a while. I really wanted to do it, like, really, really bad at a year, and then I kind of was thinking, like, well, maybe we should wait, because I just want to enjoy my son and enjoy kind of not being pregnant for a while. Just decided we'll do it after we have our second baby, whenever the time comes. And we are trying to plan it. Call me crazy. Me and my brother were 3 years apart, and I really like that age gap. I think it's good. It's not too close, it's not too far apart. But I don't really want to be pregnant again in like the summertime. It's not something bad. It's just, and then also like moving. I know you really can't plan it, but just say we get overseas again, you never know. Flying with like a little baby, I think, is a heck of a lot easier than flying with a bigger baby who is sort of mobile. I mean, Emmett was like 5 months, so he wasn't really, the only thing he was really doing was like rolling. I mean, he still was pretty easy, but we moved in February and we didn't get settled till May. So like that was kind of hard dealing with, like he liked his jump rope, he liked his swing, he liked things like that. We weren't allowed to have them because you have to wait at least like 30 days to get your stuff. I think, or 60 even, from Japan to America. So, but Ben had school, so I was staying with my parents. Luckily the school was in Florida. I think if the school was anywhere, I still would have stayed with my parents. But anyways, that's just kind of hard with moving and everything. I just feel like with a little one, they're not really doing much, and you can, hold them or whatever and nurse them and they'll be fine. So we're trying to plan it, kind of have a baby in like April or May, right before we move. That way, if we have to fly, or, I mean, they eat more often. Like, I don't know if I want to have like a brand new baby. So anyways, we'll see, where life takes us, and hopefully I can document it all. Wanted to get into YouTube for a long time because I love watching vlogs. I love watching other people and how they do things around the house and parenting and advice and all that stuff. So I just wanted to start it up, my own one. Especially me, it's kind of hard to find relatability with like military. So I just wanted to put us out here and everything. And I really enjoy my husband being in the military. I haven't done a super long deployment with him, but when the time comes, I think it won't be that hard. I mean, you just kind of get through every day, kind of day by day, and it is kind of hard work because you do feel like a single parent, and that's kind of hard sometimes. But I mean, you get everything done, and I think it kind of builds bond closer with your children in some ways. But we'll see older, because I know, or Emma gets older, and because I know it'll get harder and harder because they miss them too, and I've seen other women struggle with it, or my family struggle with it especially, because over in Japan they were really gone was 2 months normally, which it can be longer. They did do one time 2 months and they came back for like 2 days and they left again, but you still got to see them for 2 days. But I wasn't there, I was actually in America, so I only got, like, longest I've been away from my husband was 4 months. And that being single though, being with Emmett, they left in October and didn't get back till December. So it's like, 2 months, 3.5 months. I mean, it's not, your days kind of drag out sometimes, but you just kind of have fun trying to make the most of it and everything. So we'll see, just keep kind of documenting our journey and everything. So I know this is kind of long, chatty vlog about my life and how everything kind of got started and my goals and everything. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm trying to hopefully like get kind of more active. I used to be a lot more active, like running and walking and all that stuff. So maybe I'll kind of start vlogs about those whenever I can start and everything. So yeah, I hope this kind of gets a better understanding of who I am, like what I'm all about and everything. And I hope you enjoy watching my videos and everything. So don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos. Hopefully I can do more day in the life. So I like seeing those are kind of fun, but not as long. Like that one video, that one day in the life I did was like, that day was just for some reason like super crazy, and we normally don't have crazy days like that. It was just kind of like one thing after another. Oh, let's do this, let's go here. So anyways, yep, that's it. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.